I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo. What's poppin'? Here.
Nigga.
We here.
Shit, Memorial Day. Shout out to all the people that's off today. Shout out to everybody that got a veteran in the family that, you know, passed away in the war or passed away in general, man. Shout out to all the veterans and the people that fight for the freedoms of this country, man, and all that shit. You feel me? And shout out, talk about Memorial. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Okay, listen to me now, because I went to the movies yesterday. Right? Shout out to my lady. She took me to go see Passenger. I almost forgot the fucking movie. It was so forgettable.
It was what?
Yeah, it's your average fucking horror movie. Obsession was 10 times better than that movie, literally. But here's what I'm saying. You know how you're about to leave a movie theater and you say to you, and you see a movie that like you've seen already, but it's a good movie, and you're like, oh, let me see the ending because the ending was so fire, right? Mm-hmm. I stopped to go to the bathroom, and Michael, the auditorium that was playing Michael, was right there, and my girl was like, "Yo, let's go see the ending again," because she really loves that shit. Right, nigga. I thought for sure I was gonna walk in there and it was like 1 or 2 people in the theater, and I could just sit wherever I wanted.
Right, it was packed.
Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to me. It's a random Sunday. Okay, maybe because it's Memorial Day weekend still. Okay, right. But nigga, it wasn't even a prime time movie. It wasn't like a 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or a 9 o'clock movie. It was 5 in the early afternoon, bro. And the theater was packed. We had to sit in the first row because nobody bought tickets for the first row because you're literally like
right there. Yeah.
There. So nobody, the whole front row was free, and that's because nobody bought tickets. The rest of the fucking theater was like another sold out. And how long has this movie been in the theater, bro?
Exactly. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, shout out to Michael motherfucking Jackson, bro.
Nah, real shit.
It is not a fucking mystery why they killed this nigga. It is not a fucking mystery why they murdered. I don't care what nobody say. Fuck all of y'all niggas. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want. Conspiracy theorists, blah, blah, blah. They killed that nigga.
Right.
Michael, bro. Yeah, allegedly, right? Because I don't really want no problems. I don't want no smoke. But I'm just saying, for the nigga to do a movie about his life, a biopic, and it's still packing theaters though a month later,
it's crazy.
And again, I'm saying again, it's not like he's packing theaters on at prime time
Mm-hmm.
in the theater on a random afternoon. And mind you, my sister went to go see Michael over the weekend, and the theaters, she said the same shit. The theaters are still packed.
Mm.
This movie is about to drop $1 billion, and it's a fucking biopic.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The shit is already at like 788 million.
Mm. Damn.
It's just about to beat out. It's just about because Bohemian Rhapsody got up to like 900 million,
Mm-hmm.
and that's to date. And
Right.
Bohemian Rhapsody came out how many years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And Michael is about to beat out Bohemian Rhapsody within a fucking month.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't care. Again, I don't care what none of y'all say neither. Is Jesus, then Michael.
I'll probably put it the opposite, to be honest, because a lot of motherfuckers don't even believe in Jesus or care about Jesus, but they do like Michael or across the world. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll put Michael and Jesus.
Bro, nigga. Bro, and I'm talking about this because the greatness of a man, the greatness of one man, bro, the greatness.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga been dead for what, 20 something years now?
Exactly.
The nigga been dead for 20 something years. They do a movie about him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's packing, bro. You know how quickly these fucking movies go to streaming, bro.
Right. Yeah. Right now, it should be on streaming right now, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And imagine when it get on streaming. You know, niggas gonna be like,
yo, they are gonna be fighting tooth and nail for the license to this fucking whoever gets Michael first on streaming. Trust me, they pay the fucking grip.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Netflix get it first, I bet you the price of Netflix is going up that month. I bet you.
Exactly.
You better pray Netflix don't fucking get it first.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did the same shit to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think it was Stars or one of them that got it first. And it was on there for like a good 2 months before they released it to the rest of the streaming services.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? This is how they do the real popular movies nowadays. If the more popular the movie is, it's the longer it takes to get to streaming. Because what they do is they run it in theaters for as long as they can, and then they give the first streaming company first dibs at the fucking license.
Right.
You understand? And then when they finished it, then it creates a general license where, okay, it'll spend 6 months on Netflix, then it'll spend 6 months on Peacock, then it'll spend another 6 months over here, and then finally at the end of it all, you'll see it on Tubi or some shit.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But bro, Michael, mind you, it's a biopic. It's about we already know, and it's still packing fucking theaters, bro.
Right.
Bro, look, I just gotta always respect and take time out to really respect and talk about. Yeah, it'll probably hit the stars first. Yeah, you're right, April. Yep, it'll probably hit the stars first. But yeah, I just really gotta respect greatness, bro. You gotta respect greatness and hard work and all the hard work that man did and everything that he amassed. And I just really love like a man who, and this is why I talk about a masculine identity so much, guys. Like you got to really take this shit seriously. You got to love yourself. You got to have a craft. You got to have something that you do that no one else on this planet can do just like you. And you got to lean into that fucking shit, bro. You got to like, yo, MJ's the king for real, bro. Because I used to be the type of nigga that I used to compare Prince and MJ. And the only thing that I think Prince has on MJ is Prince never needed musical help.
Right.
Prince played all his instruments. Prince literally created every piece of the song and then brought it to his band.
Right.
Prince literally did all the work himself and then brought it to his band. That's the only thing that Prince ever had on Michael. But nigga, not even Prince can stand on stage. Just stand there. Have motherfuckers dying.
Right. Exactly.
I've never seen Prince is great. And matter of fact, sometimes I do put Prince over Michael Jackson musically, but nigga, I've never seen anyone literally stand on stage for like 5 minutes and people are dying. Like they are fucking passing out and they're carrying their bodies over to security to get them to the fucking ambulance. I've never seen Prince do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after standing there for 5 fucking minutes, the nigga took off his sunglasses and they died some more. What the fuck? Bro, there's nobody like this nigga.
It was like, I think it was that when he did the Super Bowl?
No. This was one of those concerts like in Moscow or some shit. Like,
because I remember the Super Bowl joint. The nigga popped out from the stage and he stood there for like almost 5 minutes and did nothing. And then he turned his head like this, and everybody started going crazy. All he did was turn his head, bro. Yo, Michael was like, I'm gonna let y'all niggas wait. Okay.
Yo, the fucking broadcaster was like, somebody tell Michael, hurry up. We got to get back to the game. And niggas was like, what game? What is the Super Bowl right now? Michael Jackson is standing there. He's just standing there. That's all he's doing. Bro, it's like you said. Remember you said when you saw him in that thing in Harlem and he went up to use the bathroom and niggas lost their fucking mind?
Nigga, imagine a nigga just want to go take a piss and it took him like 10 minutes to walk out of a room because niggas was jumping on him just to like get near him.
Nigga, if I was one of these niggas that run shit, he got to die. Allegedly. If I was one of these niggas that run, you know what they talk about, them niggas that be having a meeting every year at the Bohemian Grove and all that shit. Right. If I was one of them niggas, I would be the first nigga at the table like, listen, what are we gonna do about this Michael Jackson problem? He has too much goddamn power. We gotta make him disappear. Let's get him the fuck out of here. Who's his doctor? Let's give him an overdose or something and make it look like a goddamn accident. Let's get him the fuck out of here.
Yo, that shit is real though. That shit is crazy, man.
Bro,
allegedly. Go ahead.
Allegedly. and it was like, and that other guy, Prince, get him the fuck out of here too, goddammit.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
What the fuck is up with all of these powerful, influential black guys? God damn it. Get the fuck out of here.
He said MJ had much better songs than Prince. Prince was an excellent musician and songwriter. Yeah, I feel like Drake and Kendrick are the new Michael Jackson and Prince of like the hip hop. You know, like the version, like if we go compare, Kendrick is Prince and Drake is Michael Jackson.
That's why Drake got the glove shoot. He got the glove.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. But man, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Real quick, before we get to all the stuff, make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com.
Yes, sir.
You guys get the soap, get the parfum, get all of that shit cracking. Go to CunninghamElements.com and get that going. Make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Get What Men Wish They Knew About Women audio program so you can step up your game. Get the online dating consultation. Get Master the Game, get the Master the Vetting Process, the Massive Game Collection, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day audiobook, ebook, Looks Don't Matter ebook, and Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, and all the other stuff. We got a lot of stuff on here for y'all. We got the freaking seminars. All of that is here, guys, which you guys can get to step up your game today. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. So what y'all talking about tonight? For the
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea.
He's like, I'll come up with it later.
Yeah, I might have to come up with it later. I'll send the email out to all the members, but I don't know. I'm actually thinking about how to make sure you're not doing anything for a woman. That's something that's been on my mind lately. Because that's Yeah, that's so it might end up being that, but I just haven't formulated the entire lesson yet. But guys, y'all know I'll get it together for y'all by the time we get there. So we doing that tonight. I'll send out the link at 10:45. But yeah, man, make sure you go to masculineidentitymembership.com to be a part of that, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, so make sure you guys get that cracking. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. Right now, we have the 10 dating archetypes, how to find the women you're compatible with. Because right now, if you're having trouble out here in this game, it's because you're probably talking to an archetype of woman that you are incompatible with. So make sure you guys go check that so you understand which archetypes that you are, but also the archetypes of women you're talking to, and see which ones you're compatible with and which ones you're not. Because you're not going to be compatible with every woman. It just is what it is, guys. This is why you got to understand this game. Also, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to get on the Bad Boy Show. Do it! Is what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that, because every week we talk about current events of that week, and we spit some heavy game. We talk about a lot of stuff that we don't talk about on YouTube, so we get a little bit deeper into the game on these joints. So make sure that you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And remember, it is only $10 for the entire month. So it's $10 a month, and you get 4 shows every month. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, that's like crazy. That's a steal. I don't know. Y'all niggas need to be on that shit ASAP. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Because we definitely gonna be talking about how Ray J got knocked the fuck out this week. So make sure and he got knocked out by super hot fire.
Exactly, right? That's where you get that sound effect from. That's super hot fire right there.
That's super hot fire.
They should have played that when Ray J got knocked out, for real. That should have been like, they should have had that sound effect on standby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said, I took the shot and I missed it. Psych, I switched it.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, man.
So yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, we saying he's like, I thought he was done, but maybe he is dying. He's like, look, I'm trying to do everything out here in these streets before I die. So he's like, probably on his bucket list. You feel what I'm saying? So today, guys, we're going to be talking about, how your insecurities turn women off, and how confident men never worry about her. They never worry about the chick. You feel what I'm saying? Now, and guys, remember, today's Media Mondays. So if y'all got some stuff to promote, remember $50 or more to promote, $10 or more per question, $20 or more per story. If you have a question you want to put it in the chat, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your questions at the end. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. So today we're talking about how your insecurities turn women off. And what gave me the idea of this topic was because I ran across an old video I did a while back where I think it might have been King Leak who called up, and it was a clip of we're talking about being insecure and men having or a woman having male friends, your girlfriend having male friends and all that other stuff. And I was basically saying that, hey, if you're worried about your chick having male friends, right? Usually what happens is that there's a insecurity going on within you, which is why you give a fuck or why you care, right? Because this is the thing. When you're in a relationship or when you're having a relationship with a woman, right? All you need to focus on is what you want to happen in your relationship. And is that woman adhering to what needs to happen? That is it. Now, if she's not adhering to that, then you end the relationship. So in other words, you need to be able to look at the context of your relationship and what's going on with your relationship without emotion. You understand? So you're going to have emotion when you're in a situation, meaning you're going to feel certain things when you're in a relationship, but you have to step back and look at the relationship without emotion, right? And what happens is that when you're looking at the relationship with emotion, that means that you are insecure. You understand? Because you're worried about what's going to happen because you're scared to lose the relationship. Thanks. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is this. So for example, I know a lot of guys, they were like, I don't want my girl to have a guy friend, and that's crazy. Why would I want my girl to have guy friends? Right now, on one end of the spectrum, I could understand that because you're probably thinking, this nigga's just trying to fuck. Ain't no nigga really trying to be friends with a woman. Ain't nobody really trying to be friends with no chick. Get the fuck up out of here, right? So I understand that from that aspect. That makes total sense because if we're being honest, most dudes who are basically being friends with a woman, usually they're full of shit. Usually. Now, does that mean that all across the board, there can't be a friendship between a man and a woman? Not necessarily, because a dude could have known this chick for 25 years. They grew up in the same neighborhood. It's like his little sister, whatever. I get all that shit, right? Or this could have been a dude that she knew for years before she met you. I get all that shit. This could be a nigga who, let's say, was an ex that she had in college and they just was cool for the last 10 years and then you met her and they're just still cool. I get all that shit, right? Now, none of that shit matters in the grand scheme of things because what matters is how you are viewing the situation and how that pertains to how you feel about the situation. So the insecurity is based on how you feel.
Right.
You understand? It's not about what's happening. It's about how you feel. Because check this out. The same thing that's happening in your relationship, for example, if your girl has a male friend, that could be happening in another relationship with another guy where his girl has a male friend. Funny thing is that you and him think differently. So you're worried about it. He's not. Right? So it's not the actual thing that's happening. It's how you're responding to the thing that's happening. And that to reveal whether or not you are insecure. You understand? And so a lot of guys have a hard time with this concept because what most guys think is they're like, but this is my girl and I put in a lot of work to make this relationship work and I don't want her to leave me. So why would I be okay with her being in a situation where it's most likely something could happen? Now this is the key that you guys got to understand. Anything could happen regardless of whether she has a male friend or not, right? So you worrying it's a moot point. You see what I'm saying? She can still do what she wants to do. So what happens is this: you worrying about it is not going to do anything for you. You thinking that you trying to stop this is not going to do anything for you. It just reinforces your insecurity, right? Now, when we talk about you having insecurities just in general, when you're dealing with women, your behavior is going to show her you have insecurities, which is going to turn her off or make her see you as weak. So let's say, for example, you just started dating a woman and let's say, you texted her and then she didn't text you for like a few hours. And then you text her back talking about, hey, what's up? How come you didn't text me back? Or what took you so long to text me back? That's the start of her seeing you being insecure, right? I saw a video where a nigga was like, yo, I don't want my girl smiling at no niggas, right? So he basically was like, if she smiled, so like what happens is that dudes display behaviors that make them appear insecure, right? Because of how they're doing things. You feel what I'm saying? And what you got to understand is that, and this is a key thing to know if you're insecure, because you're probably like, okay, Locario Miles, how do I know if I'm insecure or if I just have boundaries or whatever it is like that, right? It's really simple. Think about this rule of thumb. The more controlling you are, the more insecure you are. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. But Miles, what's your thoughts on that shit, though?
Well, it has to do a lot with, like you mentioned, insecurity and your ability to detach. It's actually a deeper philosophical question in general. And when we say it turns women off, it's not a simple turn off like you think, oh, now I have the ick.
Right.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things going on. It's a turn off spiritually because you're detached. Mm-hmm. I mean, excuse me, attached.
Right.
You're attached through insecurity. And it's also a very what's the word? It is a primal thing because your insecurity also shows that you do not have the ability to be stable in chaos.
Right.
Do you understand? Because and that's what a lot of insecurity is. And when you can't be stable in chaos, that means you don't have what it takes to lead and protect. And that's really what the woman loses attraction for. That's really what turns her off, right? So, and then if you want to extend the metaphor even further, if you can't lead, if you can't lead and protect, then what are you ending up doing in the bedroom? If you can't lead and protect in the bedroom, you understand? Like if you don't have the strong foundation, make things happen. She's, let me tell you, there's a certain amount of trust and reliance for a woman to really enjoy herself in the bedroom. You understand? Like, granted, everybody's responsible for their own orgasm, but she still needs a leg to stand on, and that's the third leg, actually. But but so there's a lot going on there, which is why a woman will lose attraction for a man that comes with a lot of insecurity. And so when you can detach, when you can say to a woman, I guess the key is to not even say anything to the woman. Like, because here's the thing, and here's a spiritual side where we talk about attachment and detachment. You can't really enjoy something if you're attached to it.
That's a fact.
Right. And because the thing is that true enjoyment includes all of the emotions that includes all of the emotions surrounding the situation.
Right.
So to get the full experience of something, you need to be able to enjoy the presence of it and feel the absence of it. You understand? This is why we die, literally. Part of the entire spiritual experience.
Right.
Where you start out as a spirit, then you get a chance to get yourself into a vessel. Then you get a certain amount of time on this earth to experience this thing called life, and then you also get to experience the complete cycle, which leads you back to going back to the spirit world, as it were. Do you understand? So you got to get the full experience of everything, or else you really didn't experience it. You actually cheated yourself. So when you're a man claiming that you are enjoying the relationship with your girl, understand that you need to accept and be prepared for the loss of that woman as well.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact. They're trying to prevent it.
Right. And think about it. Here, check this out. You think you're enjoying something, but if you spent your entire time trying to prevent the end of it, then did you really enjoy it?
Right. Exactly.
Think about a piece of food, right? Your favorite piece of food, whether it's a sandwich, a slice of pizza, ice cream. If you spend your entire time just looking at it and trying to preserve it, for example, you take one bite and then you like, you know what? I'm not gonna take any more bites because I never want this. I never want to lose this sandwich because it's the best thing in the world. If you never actually eat it until it's done, did you fully experience it? Did you fully enjoy it? No. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with a fucking woman. Listen, go out on dates, fuck the shit out of her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, enjoy her, do what you gotta do. Enjoy every fucking minute of that woman. And when it's time for her to leave, let her go.
Exactly.
Let her go. And if that includes her talking to other niggas now, one thing I do have boundaries now. Don't get me wrong. One thing I do, there's a few things where there's a deal breaker. There's a boundary. Now, if we do have date night set up, or if we got something that we usually do, you can't cancel on me for the other nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If we're enjoying our time and something happens, or let's just say date night coming up or whatever, and it's our date night. But day before a date night, something happened between you and some other nigga. Don't you dare let the energy from whatever's going on with him fuck with what we got going on over here.
Right, exactly.
You understand? If once you start doing that type of shit, that's when there's interference, that's when when I draw the fucking line.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you're fucking with me, then it's this is the leadership. This is the program over here.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Don't have nothing to do with the other niggas or anything else you got going on out there. You know,
Right.
it's kind of like when you ever heard those situations where they say shit like, okay, you know, when you come home, no, they call it no shop talk.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is, for example, if you had a fucked up day at work, when you come home, don't talk about the fucked up shit going on at your job to ruin everybody else's time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like having family dinner, like I don't need you going into what happened at work and it was all fucked up and blah, blah, blah. And then now you're ruining everybody's dinner time because you want to be all mad about what happened at work. So they say they say what's called no shop talk.
Right, and you're bringing negative energy to the room and shit, and you mad at me and this person and that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be doing that shit. And it's funny because diabetes, you call it. We said not wanting your girl/wife to have male friends is not insecurity at all. I call it having a standard. Now, this is the thing. You're half right. I'm gonna tell you why you're half right. Because basically, what you was just saying, Miles, is that you know you have a standard of this is how I want my relationship to be. And there's a boundary where you can't bring no shit into the relationship to fuck up the relationship. Right now, the problem with what diabetes right here is saying, you know why his name is that, but the problem with what he's saying is most guys, the reason why they feel some type of way about their girl having a male friend is because they're afraid that she's going to do something sexual with the male friend. Right. And they're afraid that ultimately she might leave him for the male friend or another guy, right? If that's the reason, that's insecurity. Right. That's think about it this way, right? So think about your relationship, and this is why we talk about having game, masculinity, manhood, masculine identity. Imagine a company. I own a company, right? And somebody works for my company. I don't care what they do outside of the 9 to 5. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my mission for my company is this person's here, right? They have a job to do from 9 to 5 at this company. Whatever they're doing outside doesn't matter as long as they are here 9 to 5.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now if what they're doing outside of the 9 to 5 affects the 9 to 5, I'm not going to get emotional about it. They're just going to have to get fired.
That's it.
That's it. Like, so the thing is this, the person could have another part-time job. I'm not going to be like, yo, so why you got another job? And I already hired you here. I don't give a fuck. You can have 10 jobs as long as you are here 9 to 5 doing what you need to do here.
Here. Yeah.
That's what, and this is what we try to get you guys to understand. A lot of y'all are worried about other things because this is the thing. If the person who works there coming in at 10 or 11 because they were doing other shit outside, that's affecting the efficiency of the company and the job, right? So that's actually hurting the process of what needs to get done. Now, none of that has anything to do with feelings. So what happens is that a lot of you guys, what y'all do is that y'all mistake the efficiency of a structure for your feelings. That's the part that you guys don't get. So y'all are like, oh, I have a standard, but what it really is that you're talking about your feelings. Your feelings out of this. Because when you start going into the feelings, then that is where the insecurity comes in. So when we talk about insecure, it's about feelings. It's a mindset. It's how you feel about yourself in relation to a situation, circumstance, or person. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that if you're saying, well, I don't want my girl to be having male friends or hanging out with dudes. Okay, cool. Why? The answer to the why is going to tell me if you're insecure or not.
Facts. Yep.
So I want to share something real quick because I had, like I said, I posted up the video where I was talking about how, a lot of dudes worrying about chicks having male friends and all that is insecure, right? So this guy, and I want you to pay attention to this comment because it's hilarious. And it's going to show you the mindset of insecurity, right? So let me show this real quick. hold on. Let me put that. What am I doing? Yeah, I just want to make sure all of that is seen. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what he says. This is like his justification. This is one of the comments. He said, locking the front door of, I guess, your home as you sleep at night is not being scared or insecure. It's taking proper steps to prevent or limit the possibility of undesirable situations. The same as making your kids wear their seatbelts. If the kid gets hurt during an accident, the person who has the most fault in this situation is the authority that didn't enforce proper protocols. Right? So now, what he's essentially doing is he's equating having male friends to protecting yourself from harm. See, if you lock your doors and you put the seatbelt on your kid, that is protection from harm, from physical harm. That is different than protecting your feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying? So essentially, he associates him feeling unsafe if his girl has a male friend. You see how that works? So you guys got your language exposes. You got to understand it. This is what I'm saying, where you got to understand what you're saying and how you're feeling about a particular situation. Because what happens is that if I'm strapping the kid in the seatbelt, that's to protect him from physical harm, which means this kid can die. Do you understand? You're locking your door to protect yourself from intruders because you can die. If your girl has a male friend and she cheats on you with him, are you going to die? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I mean? But this is how deep these guys feel about it, because that's insecurity.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if your girl had a male friend and you knew that male friend was abusive, like this nigga be beating the shit out of his girlfriend and all that, and you say, listen, I don't need you hanging out with that nigga because that nigga's fucked up. And I'm protecting you from harm, that makes sense where you say, I don't want my girl to be fucking with that guy because that guy's on some bullshit.
Right.
Protecting her from actual harm. But if you're like, I don't want you to go on that girl's trip. Okay, why? You're scared she's gonna fuck some dude. Is her fucking some dude harmful to her? Matter of fact, no, she's probably getting pleasure out of it, right? It's gonna make you feel some type of way. That's insecurity. Now, if you have a monogamous relationship and your girl fucks another guy on a girl's trip and you find out she fucked another guy on the girl's trip, guess what you do? You just dump her. It's that simple. So why are you wasting time frustrating yourself, worrying about what she's going to do when a woman's going to do what they want to do anyway? And
guess what? I'm not dumping her for fucking other guy. I'm dumping her because I found out.
Right, exactly, right. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Believe me, I'm not dumping her because she fucked the nigga. I'm dumping her because she was careless enough for me to find out. Like, bitch, come on now.
Right.
Come on now. I didn't because I would never question you. So how the fuck did I find out?
Right, exactly.
Well, first of all, that's a loaded scenario. Please remember that's a loaded scenario because I'm not going to question her.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you other niggas some of you like body count niggas, you might ask you, so what'd you do on your trip? Did you fuck anybody? Did you do anything? I would never.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because with me, I'm picking her up from the airport and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get this bitch home. Mm-hmm. So I fuck the shit out of her. Right. You feel me?
Right.
That's thing. So I would never question it. So my thing is, if I actually find out, I'm like, bitch. What? Like, why you gonna let me find out? Right. I never want to know.
Because now I gotta get rid of you.
I gotta get rid of you. I don't want to know this shit.
and that's the part that niggas don't understand is like, see, you can't. The reason why it doesn't make sense to be insecure around women or dealing with women is because you have no control over what a woman does.
Right.
You have no control of a woman's attraction to you. So even you being insecure around a woman, like, damn, I hope she likes me. Oh man, this is the first date. Oh, is the phone lines on?
Yeah. Phone line's on.
Yeah, phone lines is up, guys, so you can call up. But imagine like you're feeling insecure, like, oh, what if she doesn't think I'm tall enough? Or what if she doesn't think I'm good looking enough? Or what if whatever? You having these insecurities, right? You got to understand that it's doing nothing but you're frustrating yourself. You're spending time stressing yourself out. Reason. There's no reason for you to stress yourself out because a woman is going to do whatever she wants based on what she wants to do. Notice, it has nothing to do with what you want. She's only doing what she wants at all times. The only reason your girl is with you is because she wants you now.
Damn.
That's it. That's it. As soon as she don't want you anymore, she's gone. It's really that simple. So imagine you're stressing yourself out, worrying about what she's doing, trying to and she won. But let's take the call.
Yeah. All right. 277. You are on live with Locario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, what's up? It's King Nova, RSA.
Okay. Where did you send your support, sir?
In the building,
Where did you send your support?
Nah, any free calls, though.
Huh?
I want to know if there's any free calls.
Are there any free calls, Locario?
Nah, I ain't seen no free calls. Call it. Don't call up to see if there's any free calls. You understand what I'm saying? Just donate, and then you can get the call you want. Or if you see that we say free calls, it will be on the screen. There's no free calls right now.
So times is hard right now, huh, buddy?
Nah, the thing is, my bad.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if this one. Hold on. We got 317. You are on live with Locario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show? Because you love us so much.
Name, Raphael. Age 24. I sent it to PayPal.
Okay, I see it. What's going on?
Hey, Raphael. What's going on with you, bro? What's on your mind?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for doing this live, because I was having this conversation with myself throughout the course of this week, or should I say the previous week, actually, because I was thinking about certain insecurities that I had when it came to like women and having friends. And then I came to realize that the insecurity I was having was a fear of the unknown situation.
Yes.
Or what I did not know would happen, what would happen with a woman having with a male friend.
Yeah.
But once I put myself through the situation, I understand that it's not a big deal or big of a deal as I make it. It was the actual me not knowing that created the fear and the insecurity within myself. So I'm not sure if that's what other guys go through.
Yeah, well, the thing is this, is that all you need to know and focus on is what you're doing, what you want. So meaning if you like, let's say you have a girlfriend or whatever, you're in a relationship with this woman and all that other stuff, right? All you need to do is focus on, is she doing what she needs to do in the relationship right now? This is the ironic part. As soon as you display insecurity or that you care or that you're worried about what she's doing outside, right? What happens is that increases the chances of her actually like losing interest in you. So what that means is this. So let's say you with this girl or whatever, and some dude texts her, and then she's like, oh my God, I haven't spoken to Bob in like 2 years, blah, blah, blah. He just texted me. You're like, who's Bob? He's like, oh yeah, this is my friend from back in the day. We worked at so-and-so, so-and-so. So now you're like, oh shit, who the fuck is Bob? Right now, as soon as she sees that you are worried about what's happening between her and Bob, your attractiveness is decreasing. And the reason why it's decreasing is because what happens is that a woman looks toward you for stability, confidence, for her to see you as a guy who's so sure about himself so that she can live up to that standard. But as soon as you show that insecurity or that weakness, then she's like, oh, he's not what I thought he was, because now I see the cracks or the chinks in his armor. So now what happened is this. When that girl is hanging out with Bob, if you would have never made that a big deal or you didn't give a fuck, what happens is that she's more likely to not do anything with Bob because she doesn't want to lose you because you're that strong, confident guy. But as soon as you know that you're not the strong, confident guy, it's easier for her to fuck with Bob or any other dude because her losing you isn't a loss because you're not the strong, confident guy. So you fuck up your entire thing by starting to be insecure in the first place.
You know, it all goes back to the, some crazy guy said this the other day. He said, women know that they ain't shit, right? So, and so based on that premise, because the woman says, well, I get jealous, I get insecure, and I don't want to lose my man because I know I ain't shit, right? Mm-hmm. If she sees that her man don't want to lose her, then she's thinking, so if I don't want to lose you because I know I ain't shit,
right?
Why do you not want to lose me? Is that because you ain't shit either?
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Once you get scared of losing your girl, then she gonna realize that you think you ain't shit, or that you know you ain't shit, just like her.
Right.
Just like her. You know what I'm saying? And that's worse because remember, she was always looking to you for leadership and security and structure and reliance and confidence and all that shit. Now here you go worried about Bob when she never even gave Bob a second thought until your insecurity gave her the suggestion.
Right. And this is what we try to tell y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Bob is kind of cute. I never noticed this before, but Bob is kind of cute.
Right. And remember, women are going to compare. So what happens is right now at that moment, Bob is not insecure. You are. So by comparison, Bob is more attractive than you.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause she gonna start to be like, damn, Bob just giving off that swag all of a sudden, not realizing that it was her disgust that she has for you that's making Bob look good all of a sudden. Ugh.
Exactly. Right. That's the game right there. That's what happens. So a lot of y'all, unfortunately, your insecurity is the thing that pushes your girl to the next nigga in most cases.
In most cases. There you go.
You see what I'm saying? So you get that, caller?
You're saying.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I just wanted to say, when it comes to like insecurity, I think it has a case to do with like attachment instead of like love. Because shout out to you, Locario, you put me onto like Anthony DeMello, which gave me a more deeper understanding of the definition of love, which should be freeing. And when it comes to freeing or thinking about being freed, attachment should not be in the same sentence as love.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of people misconstrue love and attachment, mixing up both or putting both together when they should not be together.
Exactly.
No, yeah, exactly. That's a fact. Because the thing is this: what happens is that when what people don't realize is that when you are in a relationship with a woman, right? She's in a relationship with you, y'all together, y'all making shit happen. These insecurities and all this other stuff are always going to occur, and the attachments are always going to occur when you have the illusion of separateness, meaning that when you have the illusion of separateness, you think you need the woman to complete you. You know what I'm saying? That's why people be talking about my better half and I can't live without you and blah, 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 all that other stuff. It's the illusion. Right. It's the illusion. See, the thing is this: when it comes to relationship, right? You have a relationship with yourself. That's why when it comes to this material world and this physical plane, this is why we talk about compatibility. The compatibility is just your material self finding another person who's in alignment with who you are. Exactly. They're like, you're my rib and all that. So what happens is that when I'm compatible, when me and a woman are compatible, all that's really happening is I'm having a relationship with myself. Because you're compatible. It's the same shit. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is that when you have that relationship with yourself, even when the other person is there, right? Then what that means is that you don't have the attachment because you just enjoy them in the moment because you're enjoying yourself. The attachment comes in when you don't understand yourself and you feel like you need the person. That's why you feel attached. You feel like I have to have this person or I don't feel complete.
Right. Or you feel like they better than you.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So now this is where insecurity comes in, because you're not secure within yourself, which is why you feel you need the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's a threat to you and this person being together, that's where the insecurity comes from. So now you start saying things and doing things to try to keep that person there. And then this is where control happens. I don't want you to go here. I don't want you to do that. You can't. And it's like, so that's because you're trying to secure that attachment, that you feel like you're going to die without the person. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that you can never fully enjoy a woman unless you enjoy yourself fully without a woman.
Hey,
that's the only way it happens. That's the only way. I'm telling you.
Facts.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. And shout out to you guys. Keep spitting that game, man. This is a heavy topic, man. Heavy topic.
Sir. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for calling in. And you be safe out there, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy. All right, guys, go ahead and call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. There are no free calls at the moment. So yes, you will be called on to support if you do call the show right now. Ain't nobody sending no free calls today. And guys, it's still Media Monday, man. Let's get some music, man.
With the promos for the businesses. I know some of y'all got some shit popping off, man. So, I know you got something going on. So let's get this cracking. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. How can I stop getting blackpilled by watching y'all content? The game is so real. All I can see now is 99% of people being full of shit and women consistently getting in their own way. Well, first of all, don't associate us with no black pill. You understand what I'm saying?
Look, because Locario's a little on the darker side.
You're right. Exactly, like black pill. Nah. So here's the thing: is that it's not about you seeing 99% of people being full of shit and women consistently getting in their own way and all that. It's you focusing on yourself. Right. And because you focus on yourself, you love yourself, you understand yourself, then when you're dealing with other people, right, you just have the understanding that, hey, those people just haven't understood themselves yet also. You understand, like how you were before. So if you're starting to awaken to who you are, then you got to understand people, they'll get it on their own timing. That's why, see, if you notice, a lot of motherfuckers come to us last.
Right.
Last, I swear. It's like, oh man, I've been watching it and this shit was happening. And it's like they come to us last because what happens is that the bullshit, people are gonna gravitate to the bullshit first because the bullshit validates their insecurities and makes them feel good, all that other shit.
Let me say this real quick. Brother, see, the fact that you're still even putting your next level of understanding, or the fact that you are putting the evolution of your understanding in pill form. You see what I did there?
Right.
The way that the reason it lets me know that you still don't understand what you're watching right now.
Right.
You still don't fully understand what's going on right now, because there's a difference between. It's kind of like, think about the movie The Matrix, right? And Morpheus said to Neo, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Right.
And when he brought him into the real world, he saw that it was a fucking wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you think you're becoming black pilled. No, you're just waking up to reality.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the point, and especially as a man, you realize that nobody's here to thank you. Nobody's here to fucking wake you up in the morning and tell you what to do. Do you understand? It's just that you're getting exposed to the real world. There's nothing pilled about this.
Right.
Now, beyond that, it is up to you to choose gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? It is up to you to look at the game and love yourself.
Right.
The reason why you still putting shit in pill form is that there's still a part of you that's waiting to be saved. That's what's going on with you, bro. You still think that there's some type of reward for having awareness and having game. Like a lot of you niggas think, yo, as soon as I understand the game, like Miles and Locario, I'm gonna have a roster and I'm gonna fuck mad bitches and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, you still gonna be you. Right. You just gonna understand a little bit more. And if you don't get up and do something, and like I said, choose gratitude, because guys, I want y'all to understand this. Loving yourself and being grateful for your own fucking life and for who you are as a man, your masculine identity, it is a choice. It's not an automatic feeling that's just going to wash over you and make everything better.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Being truly awake. Fuck the woke shit. We're not talking about being woke. Being truly awake to the truth of life is realizing that you have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you motherfuckers don't understand. You think that, oh yeah, once I understand game and once I get this game, everything's gonna be rainbows. Once I get this game, shit is just gonna work out for me, bro. No, nigga, you're gonna wake up to realize, oh, I gotta do the work to make everything work out.
Right.
That's why y'all don't fuck with us. That's why Locario said y'all come to us last, because we're the ones that's gonna tell you, no, it's not women's fault, it's your fault.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's real shit. Because even when we talk about today with insecurities, right? It's gonna see a lot of times when we talk about this stuff, God, like even the dude earlier was like, oh, it's, you know, it's not insecure, it's just my standard, right? And so you have to wake up to realize that it's not really a standard, it's your fear. So This is what I'm saying. So this is why when you guys call up, we ask you questions to get to the root of the reason. And see, it's a difficult thing to see the reality of why you're thinking how you're thinking and why you're moving how you're moving. Because then it goes from, oh, well, you know, because this is what essentially most guys are asking. You're asking women to make you feel safe.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is why you got, oh, I don't want you to go on girls trips. Oh, I want you to have a low body count. Oh, I want you to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're asking a woman to make you feel comfortable. And what you got to understand is that women can't make you feel comfortable. In fact, it's actually a woman's job to not make you feel comfortable. I'm telling you. Like
emotional damage.
Like women are supposed to annoy you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is the thing. You got to get, because remember, the other day we was talking about on the show about not taking women seriously.
Yeah.
Women are supposed to annoy you so that you can understand you're not supposed to take them seriously.
Right.
It's an evolution in your growth to be like, wait a second. So I've been stressing myself out all this time. And the reason why is because I was taking her seriously, because her annoyance made me think I was supposed to fix her. And the whole time I was just supposed to look at it and understand it from a different perspective to realize that I don't control any of this.
Facts.
I only control how I view shit and how I respond and how I want things to go. I only control it. I never control her. And see, that's the thing that you guys got to understand. This is why a lot of dudes have so much frustration and stress and are insecure, because you're trying to find more ways to control women to make you feel safe. Yeah. And what I'm trying to tell you is that you can't control her. And all you're going to do is get into a cycle of trying to control her, getting yourself more frustrated. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to turn into a motherfucker that's going to the red pill and this and that and complaining about bitches. And it's like, bro, until you wake up and realize that you have to focus on yourself and accept yourself, because accepting yourself is the first step in accepting the women that you deal with, then that's when you start to go in a direction that's going to be healthy for you. But the problem is that if you are trying to control women, right, then what's going to happen is that you're going to keep frustrating yourself. You're going to keep being insecure, and you're never going to actually enjoy yourself in the relationships with the women you have.
Exactly. And another thing too is that the more time you spend trying to control a woman is the less time you spend controlling yourself.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's why when I hear these dudes, As soon as I hear a dude talk about, oh, what a woman should be doing and being held, she needs to be held accountable for this, and she should. Why do you women always get with the bad boys and you diss the nice guy? It's like, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yo, look at this. Look, caller. I mean, BB 8328. I meant. Look at what he wrote. Your language exposes you. Because check this out, right? Because I already addressed him trying to put his evolution or his new understandings into pill form. I already addressed that. But check this out. The game is so real. Okay, that's probably the only thing in this fucking question that actually makes any sense. But this part where he says, "All I can see now." Okay. All I can see now. So what he's saying is that this is my new perspective. This is what he's saying. Right. 99% of people being full of shit.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, let's just say it's a fact that 99% of all people are full of shit. What does that have to do with you?
Right.
Based on your language, you're still blaming 99.9% of all people for shit, for your perspective and the shit going on in your life. It's still all you.
Right.
Because if 99.9% of all people is sucking dick, what does that have to do with me?
Right. Exactly.
It sounds crazy when I say it like that, right? You see how when you still stuck in pill form, nigga, you still want to blame others for your shit.
Right.
That's why I know you don't fully understand what the fuck we talking about. Because why do you think I get so passionate about this shit? Because I'm living in the land of the real. The fucking sky is crashing. There's no sunlight. Fucking sunlight, metaphorically speaking, I'm saying there's nobody coming to save me. I know that I got to do this shit myself, and I'm literally trying to wake niggas up. Why do you think I'm so fucking passionate and I take it so seriously? Because I know that it's similar to when guys call that red pill rage, when they come to that awareness and they realize, oh my God, women are horrible. No, the real rage. This is not even rage. It's when you realize that you literally have the weight of the world on your shoulders and you gotta fucking stand strong. What did fucking Neo do when he realized the real world? The nigga fucking vomited. He's like, no, get away from me. It's not real. No. And then he was like, and fucking the bitch ass nigga was like, oh, he's gonna pop.
Right.
He fucking because when you fully understand where you stand as a man in this world, that no matter how good a bitch look, she can't provide security for you. No matter how much money you make, you can still lose it all tomorrow. Nobody's gonna thank you for all of the shit that you do as a man, huh?
Right.
Nobody's gonna wake you up tomorrow to tell you, hey, go to work, buddy. Do your job. Huh? You really understand what being a man is in this fucking world and how much everything about your life depends on you and you alone. And no one gives a fuck and no one's coming to save you. That's what it really is. So what the fuck do I give about 99.9% of people being full of shit? If you still worrying about them, you're missing the whole message. That's why I know, BB 8328, you're not there yet. You're not fucking there yet at all. The fuck do I give a fuck about 99.9% of people? I don't even vote. Fuck them niggas.
Exactly.
I still gotta get up and do what the fuck I gotta do, no matter who's in office. What are we talking about? 99.9% of people are full of shit. They've been full of shit, and they're gonna continue to be full of shit. And I'ma still gotta get up and do Miles Cunningham.
That's a fact. Nah, that's real shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what we keep trying to tell y'all, man. The game is about you. You understand? Because this is the thing. Let's say the call. Let's say the call.
330. And by the way, this is not me angry. Please, this is not me angry.
Okay.
330. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
You're allowed to be angry, Miles.
No, but I'm just saying, a lot of guys will hear my passion and straight up think I'm not angry at all. So I swear to you. But anyway, William Kimes. William Kimes.
No, listen.
Guest to the show. What's going on, bro? Friend to the building. What's going on? How you doing?
Good. Just enjoying this beautiful weather out here.
And I see the 20, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it was like 24 story or whatever. If you got a free call off of that,
okay,
that's fine.
Okay.
But no, I was just I was thinking the other day I was hanging out with let's call her kind of like the main chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how chicks love to talk, and she's telling me this story about how this guy that she feels bad for this guy because he took her out on dinner dates for 2 years. He used to take her out on dinner dates, and she told him multiple times that she doesn't really like him like that. And it was, I don't know. She said it was like a little while before me and her met that he told her that she's in love with him, and she just felt so bad for him. Right. And okay, so guys, listen, this is her exact words to me, verbatim. She goes, "I don't like nice guys." And then she looks at me and she grabs my hand and she goes, "I mean, you're nice."
Don't touch me. Don't call me no fucking nice guy, bitch.
I'm like, anyway, so yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? But I just had to laugh about it because she's like, "I don't like nice guys." But it was just funny but let me turn that into a question. Like, is that just how girls think? Like, if you're not, because I don't ever spend money on her. Like, I'm not saying I never spend money on her, but she spends way more money on me than I spend on her.
Right. Well. So what's the actual question then?
I mean, not really a question. I thought it was kind of a story. Yeah. I had this. It's a bit of a story, but like, what's the? I don't want to say science behind that, but
So you're asking why she said that, like, dyslexic bullshit, like, "I don't like nice guys, but you're nice," and then she took you by the hand. Well, see, the thing is that so in her mind, she probably thinks that when she says I don't like someone or I don't like nice guys, she probably thinks it's insulting. And then she was like, "Oh, I don't want to insult you." Like, you know, when people say shit like, you know, "Oh, well," you know, like if I was in a room with a bunch of people, like say if I was in a room with a bunch of clowns and I said, you know, clowns terrify me. And then I say, "Well, present company excluded." You understand? It's kind of like that. She was like, "Well, I don't like nice guys, but you know, I like you. I think you're nice," and then that's fine. Because in that moment, she didn't understand the difference between nice and good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And also because remember, women. So the reason why women quote unquote don't like nice guys is because what happens is that just in general, a nice guy is phony, which essentially she's saying, I don't like guys that are not being real and honest and authentic with me. That's all. Right. That's what really means when women say that. Because this is the thing. What a nice guy does is that he's being quote unquote nice because she's a woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's almost like you know, like sometimes I would go to events and I would like talk to certain like white people and I can tell that they're being like they're trying to present like they may not be racist, but they're trying hard to let me know they're not racist. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like just be yourself. Like you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta tell me you vote for Obama. You feel what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck.
I'd say this though, William. The next time she says some dumb shit like that, grab her by the neck and be like, "Is this how a nice guy fucks you?" Like, you know, like be like, "Come here," like. And
she loves to be choked out and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna show you nice, and you grab her and shit, and you start undoing her pants and shit. You know what I mean? You know, like do that type of shit. Let her like get her like you know,
Honestly,
tantalizingly
you know what's
terrified.
funny? You know what's funny is because we went on a little road trip. I had to go run some errands,
Yeah.
and I had about an hour drive, and 45 minutes out of that drive, she was giving me head.
There you go.
So
There you
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So, I just thought you guys would get a kick out of that because I was just like, she was like, and I don't know why she even told me. I think maybe the guy texted her or something, and she brought up that you know, this guy that took her out on dinner dates for 2 years, and she's like, I never fucked him because I just didn't like him like that, and why that's any of my business, I don't know, but whatever, you know.
Nah, she's probably just one of them chicks that talk a lot, and she's trying to prove to you how much she likes you.
Right.
Yeah.
How long y'all been seeing each other?
We first started hanging out back in September. First time we ever met was back in September.
Okay,
So what's that, 6-8 months or something like that?
6 to 8 months. Okay. And have you made any committed words to her, or have you said anything about the status of your relationship?
No, not necessarily. No, I mean, she's always she likes to. She's always bringing up like, we should do this, that, whatever. She's like, well, she'll bring me food from her dad that her dad cooks, and she's like, I guess her dad likes to cook a lot, and she'll bring me food, and I'm like, I've never met her parents. I've never been at her house.
Right.
You know, she lives 20 minutes away.
Right.
And she's like, she'll try to push the agenda on me about.
Yes.
About, you know,
no. So
doing
that's what I'm
family
saying.
shit or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. The reason why she's saying all of this shit is exactly what we was talking about before, about she's trying to say different shit to hint that she wants you around. That's what that is. Okay. So because you're kind of like keeping her, you're at this point, she's still going through the vetting process, and you're kind of keeping her at arm's length, and she's not exactly sure what she is to you. So she's just hinting, and she's telling you all of this shit because she's trying to let you know that I don't like any other guys but you. Like, she's trying to re-emphasize that constantly. And the only person she's really trying to convince is herself, because again, she's afraid to lose you. And she doesn't want you to think anything about anything, but she's trying to reassure you by reassuring herself to try to make sure that you don't go anywhere. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I asked if, you know, how long y'all been seeing each other and how far along she is as far as the vetting process goes, because that's how a lot of women are, where it's like, they know how annoying it is to say some shit like, what are we? But in the meantime, they'll still say shit to kind of hint at it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is that she, to a certain extent, I would imagine that she respects you, because she doesn't want to annoy you by asking that question. She doesn't want to, because she probably knows based on the type of guy you are and your demeanor, she probably knows that that'll piss you off. So she's not gonna actually say that, but she'll still hint at shit because she's a fucking woman and she can't help herself.
Right. Yeah. we were talking about the other day. I said we were talking about like how much women say versus men, and she goes, "Well, we should record us and see how much I really say." Other than you. And I was like, yeah, we really should.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's going to. But anyway, no, I just thought you guys would appreciate that. And
that shows an example. There's a perfect example of what we've been talking about as far as this thing. You know, as long as you just continue to make sure you don't show no insecurities, bro, you're good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, like if she ever tries, and I hate the word shit test, but like if she ever like says anything that I kind of question, I just look at her and she'll be like, "Sorry, Daddy."
My bad, Daddy.
Like But anyway, I just wanted to call in real quick. I had a couple of minutes here.
All right.
But no, I really appreciate you guys' consistency. I don't know if you'd be live today, being it's a holiday and all that.
Nah, we're here, man. We're here.
But yeah, it's up to you guys. I know I donated 20 or whatever it was.
Yeah, nah, that was a story. There's no free call. There's definitely a story. So appreciate you.
Make these fuckers out there need to pay. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what's $20?
We're working on a holiday. We're working on a holiday. Come on, guys. Let's
exactly. This should be double pay.
Facts. Overtime. Fuck that.
Exactly.
All right, William. We appreciate you, bro. Stay safe out there in that weather, man.
All right, take care, y'all.
All right, bro. Peace. All right.
Cool. So guys, call up 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So let me see what some of these questions are saying. Says, does it mean a woman is not interested or I'm not leading if a woman keeps asking questions about the meetup? This thing, if she's asking questions about the meetup, it's either one of two things. Is you're not leading, which means you're not giving her enough information about the actual meetup. So you might say, you might be like, yeah, let's meet up and get together for a drink next week. So she might say, okay, well, what day, what time, where are we going? You see what I'm saying? So if she's asking those questions, you didn't give her enough information for her to not ask questions. Now, if you gave her all the information, time, date, and place, and then she's asking you more questions, then that means she's not feeling you. You understand what I'm saying?
That shit alone. Yeah. Leave that shit up.
It's really that simple. You feel what I mean? So it says, how would you know if you're leading versus controlling? Okay, so basically leading is you giving an instruction and a woman is either going to do it or not. And if she doesn't do it, then you just stop fucking with her. That's leading. Controlling is you tell a woman to do something, she doesn't do it, and then you're trying to force her to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Or you're trying to basically, you're still there and you keep dealing with the woman after you done told her what needs to go down. But a lot of times the controlling happens usually based on insecurity and you trying to get a woman to do something so that you feel safe. See, when you lead, you're leading because what you're doing is that you're allowing a woman to come into the situation. And you're basically telling her, if you come into the situation, you have to follow my lead because my lead is based on the program and the structure. You understand what I'm saying? So now she can not follow it or she can. She has the choice to do it. So she has free will. And that's the key difference between leading and controlling. Leading is free will. Controlling is trying to take her free will away. You understand what I'm saying? And that's usually the issue. You see what I'm saying? It says, is it possible to stop having insecurities, or will insecurities always arise and fears that you need to overcome in various stages in your life or as you learn more about yourself? Well, this is the thing. So you have insecurities the more that you don't understand yourself and believe in yourself. So what happens is that, because people are like, well, everybody has insecurities. No, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, what you got to understand is that a lot of times insecurities arise from not having knowledge of yourself, because part of the insecurity is that you are still trying to look outward for certain things to make you feel okay with yourself. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the discomfort and anxiety and pressure and worry usually is coming from this attachment you have to a particular person, place, thing, or circumstance. That's where the insecurity arises. It's the same thing of embarrassment, right? A lot of times people will be embarrassed, or you get embarrassed because you're not focusing on yourself. You're focusing on what other people are saying and doing and relating that to how you feel about yourself, right? You're taking into account everybody else's thoughts and feelings about you, and then you check in with yourself and then feel how you feel about you based on what they said or did, right? That's where embarrassment comes in. So the same thing with insecurities. A lot of times the insecurities happen because you are worried about what, like, for example, let's say a person says, oh, I feel insecure because I don't have a six-pack.
Right.
Okay, cool. So why do you feel you need to have a six-pack? You see what I'm saying? And the reason why you feel you need to have a six pack is because society told you you have to look this way. And if you don't look this way, you're not desirable. And if you're not desirable, you're not worthy of nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, it goes down this path of you trying to fulfill this void that society has deemed that you need to fulfill in order to be somebody, in order to be valuable. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. So you're insecure about your not having a six pack because you want to have a six pack so you can feel good about yourself, because you feel like you can't feel good about yourself unless you have it, because you think if you don't have it, you're nothing. So that's the bullshit. This says, I found myself going back and forth with a woman. My thing is, what are some things I can do to get my point across? I get some women claim I like to argue, but I just be trying to get her to listen. What? So the thing is that if you're in a situation where you're trying to get a woman to listen, she ain't listening to you. And if she ain't listening to you, then you don't need to fuck with her. Guys, you understand this? See, let me explain something to y'all, right? All of this is supposed to be smooth as far as you interacting with a woman, because that smoothness, that ease is compatibility, right?
Yes.
And so we're not saying that everything's going to be perfect, but what we're saying is the general situation you're in when you're dealing with any particular woman should be smooth sailing, especially at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you first meet a woman and you having issues already, and like, nah, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's what if you've been with a chick for 10 years, yeah, one day she might have a bad day, she's gonna be in the mood or whatever could happen, and you deal with that as it comes. But if you talking about you going back and forth with a woman, like, you understand what I'm saying? And he's like, some things I can do to get my point across. I get some women claim I like to argue. Right? So you're saying that the woman's saying you like to argue. But the thing is, you're arguing because you're trying to force the situation to happen with the woman. And that woman and you are not, compatible. That's it. So you gotta find you a new chick, fam. This says, so thanks for spending the game. You guys have changed my life for real. There's something that I want to know about older women. There's one that am about to go out with this weekend. Any advice? Dude, bro, the same thing you would do with any chick. Like, don't look at it as like, oh, she's an older woman, so I got to do something different. Just do what you've been doing. Whatever you do with your other dates, do the same shit with her. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. This says, I set up a date from Tinder, and I'm in a non-monogamous relationship in which my girl is cool with. However, I forgot to put in my bio that I have a girlfriend. Should I tell the Tinder date about my girl? So what's interesting about that is this, right? So you don't necessarily need to tell her about your girl, but understand that not telling her or her not really knowing that you're non-monogamous in dealing with her is that she may come to the date and interaction dealing with you like you are monogamous and single. So you don't necessarily have to tell the chick, but just understand not telling the chick is gonna set her, it's basically gonna frame how she's gonna come at you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. So she's not entitled to know that you fucking with another woman. But the issue is that if she doesn't realize you're non-monogamous and you ain't trying to be on some monogamous shit, her perception is that you are monogamous, you are single, and you're on the same page as her. So this is why I would at least have you say, like, short term on your shit. At least put short term on your profile. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you're in the interaction with the woman, right? If y'all get into that conversation about, monogamy, non-monogamy, whatever, that's cool. Because this is the thing. You guys want to be in it because this is how women think. Let me explain to you how women think and how it could be detrimental to your situation. A woman will think, right? So let's say you meet this girl. She starts to like you. Y'all get together. Let's say you have sex, and then you see her a few more times. You have sex, and then after all the sex and the time y'all spent together, you're like, oh, by the way, I got a girl and I'm non-monogamous, right? From her perspective,
you lied to me.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I mean? From her perspective, you lied to her now. Like, how could you do this to me? And you should have told me. And it's,
you never asked, though, bitch. Like,
and it's the funny part because logically, you don't really need to let her know. But the problem is, from her perspective, she's and sometimes that could be dangerous a little bit because you don't want a chick, you know, being scorned and resentful, and you know what I'm saying.
And if she catch real feelings, nigga, oh,
right. That's what I'm saying.
Like if you fuck around and fuck her real good and missionary and kiss her on the forehead when she comes and you're fucked, bro. You are fucked.
But this is why I tell you guys to go to shoplocario.com and get master the vetting process. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're actually vetting this woman, then all of those things kind of automatically fall into place, meaning that if you're dealing, because see, this is what most guys will do, right? They'll meet a girl off the app or whatever. The girl's thinking, oh, I'm meeting this really attractive guy that could probably be my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And if you start vetting her, you understand what I'm saying? On some either casual sex or for long-term situation, the first 3 months, we just fucking. So then she's like, well, wait a second. We don't go out. He doesn't take me out on no date. So I guess we're just on some fuck buddy shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then so now what happens is that as that goes to where it goes, and let's say she's like, well, what are we? I want more and all this other stuff. We say, hey, listen.
What are we? I want more.
Listen, let you know, I don't do monogamy, so you understand?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. You don't even have to tell her you got a girlfriend. You can be like, yeah, I fuck with other girls. I don't do monogamy. That's all you need.
That's what you really need.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? So now that you know that I'm not doing no monogamy and that I fuck with other girls, you can make a choice and fuck with a nigga, or you cannot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, this is where it gets tricky, because where it gets tricky is that, and like I said, this is what's so crazy when you're dealing with women, is that even with that, the chick may still feel like, oh, well, you should have said so and so, even though she's not entitled to none of that information. She still feels like you should have said so and so and so and so and so, right?
Right.
So what happens is that the thing is, the problem with that is, and this is the ethical problem of it, because she feels like you should have said it, but from a perspective of you being a man, it's like, bitch, I don't need to tell you my business. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a thing where just because you feel like it don't mean I need to tell you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's the problem with, and this is why it's important for you to set the tone and the standard of what's happening. This is why you got to lead, because from her perspective, this is why I even say choosing signals is bullshit, or which I think is choosing signals, because the girl is choosing you based on what she wants. Now, what I would say is this: if you're on the dating app and you see that the girl says, oh, I'm looking for my life partner, and then you see that that's her, and her perspective is, I'm looking for that life partner for a monogamous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Then at that point, then it's kind of like, all right, listen, I'm gonna just let you know we just doing this. If you want to do that, cool. If not, goodbye. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's just on some, we meeting up, we just kicking it, seeing how the vibe is, you don't need to spill out all of your information. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's not owed that. Because even if you were single and monogamous, that still doesn't mean she's owed a relationship from you. You see what I'm saying? So it still don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So there's still no obligation for you to give her a relationship anyway, even if I was single or I was monogamous and you thought that that's what it was. You're still not obligated to it. That's the crazy part. So what I would say to you is that just for on your end, right? Either you could put your non-monogamous or put short term, because a lot of times short term will deter all the women or a lot of women who are trying to look for their life partner. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you start fucking with these chicks, just keep it super casual. We just fucking. And then if it becomes a thing where she's consistent with the fucking, then you can have a conversation with her and say, hey, listen, just letting you know, I do non-monogamy. I fuck with other women. And a lot of times, based on you vetting her correctly, she's going to understand that you're fucking other women without you even saying you're fucking with other women. Because if I just meet you once every week or two to fuck, and we're not doing anything else, and I'm not calling you on the phone, and I'm not spending, you see what I'm saying? Like, you know what?
And that's the thing with a lot of dudes is like the pussy get good to them, and they start doing boyfriendy type shit.
Exactly.
You start kissing her on the forehead, cuddling, spending the night, taking showers, and then that forces her to think, okay, well, he's not treating me like the average fuck buddy or fuck boy type of guy. He's making me feel all these things, you know. Like, oh my god, so what are we?
Right.
And then you be calling us up talking about, yo, why these bitches be tripping, Locario and Mal? And then that's when we got to say, okay, how long you been seeing her? What did you do? How many times did you spend the night? Did you cuddle? Did you take a shower? And be like, yeah, I did all that, but what's the big deal? I already told her that I wasn't into a relationship thing.
Right.
That's what
like, you're doing way too much, buddy. You're doing way too much. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, see, the problem is you gotta understand women, and again, I talk about this, guys. If you go to shoplocario.com, right?
Okay, all right. Hold on.
The program. Yeah, we.
Hold on. Yeah. All right. Hello. 413. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. 413. Name, age, city, and where did you send the support?
Trey 36. I sent it to Cash App Miles.
Hold on. I see it. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Go ahead there. Go ahead there, buddy. Yeah. What's on your mind there, buddy?
Yeah. Well, first, I wanted to say I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't think the number is scrolling on the stream.
Oh, it is. No, it's not. It's get.
Yeah, it was something.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me let them know because I was trying to call and I was like, where's the number at?
Yeah, thank you, caller. We appreciate that. Yes, sir. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
so
my actual question was so I know, like, can y'all talk about just like, you know, how much of like attraction is physical versus behavior, and like what type of behaviors make a man attractive, like in the eyes of a woman?
Mm-hmm.
So are you asking what type of behaviors make you attractive?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's just really one behavior. Do what you want. Like, it's really that simple. So meaning that for example, if I meet a girl, right, and I say, hey, listen, you know, what you doing this weekend? Oh, nothing really. Well, take my number down and hit me up, and I'm gonna set up a time for us to get together to get a drink, right? And so what happens is that within that whole exchange, I'm not asking her what she wants to do. I'm not taking her where she wants to go. I'm just letting her know what I want to do. And then I'm relaying that to her to follow my instructions, to take the number, hit me up so we can set that shit up. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, it's just you doing what you want to do. The problem is that most guys display behaviors where they're doing things that they may not necessarily want to do, but they're just doing it because they think this is what the woman wants, or they think that this is going to make them look cooler to the woman, or they think that a woman is going to like if they say this or do that. So if you're doing what you want to do 100% of the time, saying what you want to say 100% of the time, that behavior is attractive, because what you're saying to the woman is that I'm being myself, whether you like me or not. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, for example, guys will talk to a girl who they think is attractive, like at a party or at a bar or whatever, and she'll say some dumb shit, or she'll say something they don't agree with and they'll agree with it. Or she say some dumb shit and they'll agree with the dumb shit she's saying. You see what I'm saying? And that's unattractive because what you're doing is that you're showing that you don't have any thoughts to yourself or about yourself. You don't have any perspective. You're just sitting there trying to agree with her because you think that's what's going to make her like you. So if you're just doing what you want in this situation, that behavior is the thing that's going to make you attractive to the woman. You see what I'm saying? And if you think about it, a lot of times what happens is that a lot of guys do behaviors, like for example, the dude will match with a girl on an app, set up a date, for the weekend. And he'll be like, oh, let me text her during the week. Why? So that she doesn't forget about me. Why? So that I could build rapport with her. He don't want to do none of that shit. He don't give a fuck about building rapport. He don't give a fuck about texting her during the week, but he's doing it because he thinks he should in order to get the girl to keep her interest. Do you see what I'm saying? So the more you're just doing what you want based on what you actually want to do, that's an attractive behavior. You doing things because you think you need to, or you're trying to impress her, or you're trying to win favor with her, that's unattractive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, actually. Yeah, no, you answered my question.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
do what the fuck you want to do when you want, how you, and most importantly, how you want to do it, because
exactly
that's a full expression of a masculine identity.
Word. Yeah, and I think like I kind of came up with it because I think I know you guys mentioned before, like, like where dudes be talking about looking for choosing signals and shit like that. And it's just like, well, part of what makes you attractive is actually going up to her in the first place. And that's you kind of doing what you want to do.
And that's right. Exactly. That's you doing exactly what you want to do. Yep. There it is.
Right. Word. Nah. Good looks. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate you too, man. Thanks for supporting the show, brother.
Thanks. Peace.
All right. Peace. All right. We got, they hung up. Okay. Yeah. There was another call coming in, but they hung up. All right.
So guys, call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Make sure you call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat.
There you go. All right, calling back. All right, so we got 862. You are on live with Locario Miles. Name 8 city. How could we help you?
Justin, 38, Houston.
All
I just
right.
had a quick question.
All right. I see it. Appreciate you. All right. Go ahead with the question there, buddy.
Yeah, so earlier Locario said that
Wait, hold on. Wait. I don't believe we got your age. Say the age again real quick.
38.
38. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so earlier Locario said that insecurity and embarrassment comes from you interpreting what other people said about like something you did. And then you interpret how you feel about that. And then before checking in with how you felt about what you did.
Okay.
And that's what creates the embarrassment. But my question is, hey, like, so how do you, what if the situation is that you're just frustrated with yourself and the way you are executing something, or your lack of efficiency in executing something, or your learning process isn't as efficient as you'd want it to be? You know what I'm saying? And you're just getting mad at yourself, and that's what's causing the insecurity. How would you? Does that tie into what Locario was saying, and how would you work on that?
Well, the thing is that the insecurity happens as a result of thinking or worrying about things outside of you. So the thing is that if you're frustrated about a particular thing because you want it a certain way and it's not up to your standard, that's not going to necessarily bring out insecurity, because the insecurity is only happening as a result of you worrying about other things outside of yourselves. So all you would do is that if you were like, man, you know what, this ain't really what I wanted it to be, right? Then what happens is that you would just work on it or do what you need to do to get it to where it needs to go based on how you like it, because you're just having a conversation and interaction with yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? But as soon as you start thinking, man, like I need to change this because I feel like other people, or I need to change this because this person might think, or you see what I'm saying? Then that's where the insecurity starts. You see what I'm saying? Because then you're worried about how you're going to be viewed or seen or whatever outside, or you're scared about what you're going to think about yourself in relation to what's happening on the outside. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're focused just on yourself and you're not concerned with all the things on the outside, then you're not going to really have that insecurity, because insecurity is tied to your attachment to the outside things. You see what I'm saying?
Basically, your attachment to the outcome. So basically, like, say, if I got mad that I didn't get a certain score on the test, the reason I'm getting insecure is because of the outcome. That's outside of myself.
Yeah, well, you're feeling some type of way because the score is attached to something that you think you need. You see what I'm saying? So it's like if you ask the question, why do you need to have this score on the test? Right? So a person might say, oh, well, I need this because if I don't get an A, then I can't get into such and such club. So you see what I'm saying? So it's attached to this thing. Then you're like, I want to get into the club because you see what I mean? Then it goes. So what happens is that when you don't have the need for anything, right? Then what happens is that you're not going to have that insecurity. You see what I'm saying? Even when it comes to embarrassment, all embarrassment is the feeling of being humiliated by the the collective, but that comes from or stems from feeling like you're going to be outcast from the collective. You understand what I'm saying? That's the issue. You see what I mean? But if you don't give a fuck about none of that, you know what I'm saying? Then you're fine. That's what I'm saying, where a lot of times people don't realize how attached they are to the collective. Because this thing, you are basically part of it because everything is one. But what happens is because everything is one, then you only need to tap into yourself. So therefore, there's nothing to be afraid of or nothing to be insecure about because you are it. You see what I'm saying? Why you see what I'm saying? The reason why you don't need to care about what other people think is because you can just care about what you think. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's like, but what you're doing is that you're caring about what other people think. And so what you're essentially doing is by choice, making that a thing to frustrate and upset yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're making a choice to do that. Do you see what I mean? That's the issue.
So even if basically your own success is kind of like tied to what other people think. So you need to just let go of like the outcome, no matter what, even if it's, and just I guess make sure that you put your best forward and basically be okay with that.
Right. Well, this is what I'm saying. You have to satisfy. The only person you need to satisfy is yourself. You understand? Period. That's it. And that satisfaction you have for yourself can't be tied in to thinking of what other people are thinking. So what I mean by that is that if you say, okay, I'm gonna satisfy myself, but you're saying, oh yeah, well, I can't wait till niggas see this shit, that you're still lost.
Right. Caller, think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. So a lot of people don't realize that winning the contest doesn't really mean you've won, right?
No.
This is exactly why they say cheaters never win. Check this out. The victory or being judged the winner of the contest is really just a formality for the spectators. Okay? The true winner, there's actually two winners if you really think about it. Like in a boxing match, there's actually two winners. Because true winning just means that through practice and work and consistency, you have transformed yourself into a person that has the ability to win. Do you get that?
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yeah,
so think about two boxers. Think about two boxers. One boxer took some type of steroid or performance enhancing drug to fight the fight, right? And then another boxer, he trained every single day, his skills, workouts, eating right, everything. Now, which one is, and maybe the guy that took the steroids or the PEDs, he probably won the match, right?
Right.
But who's the real winner? Who actually transformed himself into the person that has the ability to win?
The person who didn't cheat, take any shortcuts.
Exactly. Now, this is the part that you're missing, because to everybody else that was spectating a fight, the drugged up guy is the winner. But to the motherfuckers that understand game, who's the real winner?
the person who didn't take the drugs.
Exactly. Now, looking at the situation, truthfully speaking, who would you rather be? The guy that everybody thinks won or the actual winner?
Right.
Yeah, you rather be the actual winner.
Exactly. Now, think about it. The only person who knows that the guy that worked hard is the real winner is the guy and maybe his coach and a couple of people in his corner. So this is why you keep asking, oh, well, should I worry about other people and what they think and if da-da-da-da? And that's the thing. That's the thing. There's a lot of niggas out there getting bitches right now, and a lot of them is macking on accident because they're getting bitches, but these hoes is disrespecting them, making their life full of drama and all this other shit. And then there's another nigga over here. He probably got one main bitch and probably one side bitch. And a lot of people think, that nigga ain't getting no bitches. But his main bitch and his side bitch follow his program to the T. Which one would you rather be? The guy that everybody thinks is that nigga or the guy that truly is that nigga, but nobody don't know?
Right.
Yeah, God truly is that dude.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta, this is why we talk about confidence. Confidence is knowing something within yourself. A person can have confidence and nobody else in the world might know except him. And that's true confidence because I don't have to explain my confidence to the world. The only person that has to know about it is me. So that's why you're not supposed to be outcome dependent, because you let the judgment of the spectators dictate if you're a winner or not, not realizing that it was the practice, the work, and the consistency you put in that actually made you the winner.
Right. I appreciate it. That is.
All right. So yeah, man, I hope that helps explain all that, bro.
It did. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So guys, call in. We got another 10 minutes. We're gonna wrap this up. Let me see where we at. We got some more questions.
This shit is fire.
More questions. Says the thing I want to know is, do I have to deal with her the way I deal with younger women because she's the first old woman I'll be dealing with? No.
What?
This guy, man. Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me see, where was he at? And what do you think about bringing my girl with me on the dates? Nigga, stop. is this dude that say he got a girl? Bro, do not bring your chick on a first date with a random new chick that you meeting. Not at all. No, I could go. I could go on a whole hour tirade of why that's horrible. You understand what I'm saying? A chick told me she was free last night before 9:30 because she was going skating. I told her let's meet at 8 p.m. She ghosted. What I know about chicks, should I have planned an earlier date than 8? Wait, what? Hold on. Before 9:30, she was going skating. I told her, yeah, 8. She ghosted. Well, wait, you saying she'd have? No, the thing, did she agree to the 8 o'clock? If she agreed to the 8 o'clock and then she ghosted, then don't fuck with her. It didn't matter if you planned it earlier than 8. You said this is the time. If she agreed, then she should show up and get it cracking. And the fact that she didn't show up or whatever, or didn't want to fuck with you, then that just means you keep it moving.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
That's it.
He says, I know dating at work is not good, but I did already. And she said no spark. I said, cool. Kept it moving. Now, though, every chance she gets, she gives me the fuck me eyes or the come over here. No. What happens is she knows that you like her and she just wants attention. That's it. That is it. A woman, just because she sees no spark, that don't mean that she's not gonna, fuck with the attention. It says, so you're saying insecurities come from not knowing yourself in certain situations. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. This is what, guys, you understand, like, if you really break it down, right? What do you need to be insecure about? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, because I'm watching these reality shows, right? And these niggas, I'm watching a show called Perfect Match. And so sometimes they have a new person that comes into the house. And then these guys are like, man, so-and-so just came into the house. He's like taller. He's more muscular than me. I just feel like, and I'm just like, what? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like these niggas, because understand, if you love yourself, right? None of that matter. Like, it's just like, yo, none of these niggas are you. So what the fuck are you talking about? You feel some type of way based on, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's certain things that don't register in your brain when you're confident and you love yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But again, like I said, a lot of these things are because you're trying to live up to a certain standard that society has, put out there. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. And especially, it's funny, especially like if you're the type of person who, like it's not like you a motherfucker who's like got issues, like you're paralyzed from the waist down, or your whole body got burned up, or what I'm saying, like you lost the eye or something. Like niggas be regular motherfuckers, healthy motherfuckers, and they still like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit is crazy. It's like, what is the exact process you use to stop overthinking in the moment and move into action without needing full certainty? You should go to Masculine Identity Membership. You feel what I'm saying? So that you can really get that shit cracking. It says, can you give a real example of how that would look in conversation, decision-making, or hesitation? I don't know what you're talking about at that point. If you guys have questions like that, it's better y'all call in, because that's the thing. So I don't know what exactly you're talking about.
Call the fuck in.
You know what I'm saying? You mentioned reality shows. Which ones do you guys recommend? I would say watch Temptation Island, watch Love is Blind, and watch Perfect Match, because you'll see all the bullshit. You'll see all of the insecurities. You'll see all of the nonsense. Because the thing is this, reality shows, half of it is fake because they still orchestrate certain things. But what's real about it is the actual little interactions that you see of a person showing their insecurity, a person trying to show off, a person trying to suck up to this person, a person trying to be a nice guy, a chick basically talking to a guy she knows she's not into. Like you can see, like, she ain't into this nigga, she's just using him. Like all these things are in display. You understand? Like I remember I saw this reality show, I think it was on Netflix, called it was called Dating Something. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was a show where they had the main person date like 3 or 4 people. And then by the end of it, they pick which one they want. And if that person also wanted to pick them, then they would like see each other near the end and then like continue to date. Right. So in the show, there was a part where this chick, the main chick, she was on a date with this dude, and the dude was trying to kiss her. And she was like, oh, I don't kiss on the first date, right? Then it literally cut to her on a date with a chick. Like, so she was bisexual. So it cut right there to her on a date with the chick. And then the chick is like, oh, can I kiss you? She's like, sure. And they start kissing.
Sure.
It's like she just went from, I don't kiss on the first date with this nigga, to sure we can kiss with this chick. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it shows you like, wait a second. So she just said, but she's doing the opposite of what she said. It just all depends on who the fuck is in front of her. And you see these things and you're like, yo. So if you're with a woman and she's like, oh, I don't kiss on the first date, or I gotta wait, that's just telling you everything you need to know. She's not feeling you like that. Like this shit is real simple. But see, what happens is that people don't want it to be simple, because if it's that simple, they got to actually look at themselves in the mirror. They're like, fuck. So it's really that simple. So Miles Locario, you telling me that if I meet this chick and she giving me that resistance and that pushback, she don't like me? Like, it's that quick? Yes, nigga, it's that quick. It's that simple.
She could really tell me like that, just like that? Yeah, nigga, just like that, nigga.
You trying to tell me it's not a shit test? You trying to tell me that I can't build rapport and get her, to like me later on down the line? It's like, nigga, no, she not fucking with you, fam. It's okay.
And the fact that they like, wait, there's no There's no excuses. There's no chances. There's no. There's nothing I can do. No, there's nothing you can do. If a bitch don't like you, she don't like you. Move on.
Exactly.
But she's so bad though. I was gonna try to grow on her and push past her last minute resistance, bro. I know I could make her like me if I could just give me. This is why these niggas spend 2 and 3 hours on a fucking date, hoping that a bitch will fucking end up liking them towards like y'all. Man, look, y'all niggas waste your time if y'all want. I keep telling niggas, bro, a date should be 30 to 45 minutes.
Right.
No mas.
Exactly. But now, niggas be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They be on that bullshit. All right, let's answer some of these questions. We're going to wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
How fast should I start flirting on the first date with a woman? Give me a bonus. What does that mean? With a woman, give me a bonus. I don't know what you're talking about, but what I would say is that you want to flirt as soon as possible.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? like as soon as you can make it, start flirting. Like it could be even as soon as she come into as soon as y'all meet. You understand? So let's say you tell her to meet you at a fucking bar and shit. Let's say, she gets there before you walk in, you see her, you be like, hey, oh my goodness, come here. You know what I'm saying? Like she come through, you give her that big ass hug and shit. You spin her around a little bit. Look, like you looking real good in that goddamn dress. Goddamn. And you know what I'm saying? Like you're already starting just from the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? So we can get
her and then, hold her for just a couple of seconds longer.
Exactly. Like, you smell good. What is that? What you
all up in her neck too. Man, what is that? What do you got on? Oh, that's nice.
And then when she push you away and be like, ugh. Brother, you can say, listen, thanks for coming out. It's a pleasure meeting you. I'm gonna head out.
Yep. Just like that. Just like that. Yo, a lot of these niggas can't believe, and this is why y'all need more fucking experience.
Uh-huh.
Yo, y'all need to be going on so many dates and hollering at so many bitches that when a chick act any way different from how you want her to act, the entire situations becomes disgusting to you.
Right, exactly.
You just want to excuse yourself like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Check, please. Yeah, bartender. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tab is close the tab. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go holler at some other bitches up in here. This bitch is cramping my style. But y'all niggas, yo, but she's so bad though. I think if I could just build some more rapport and make her feel more comfortable, because it's like you think this is the last fucking date you're ever gonna go on.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas. That's why these bitches be looking at y'all so weird. And they be calling y'all thirsty and pressed because you are.
Mm-hmm.
You are. Yo, as soon as I see her, I start flirting, and as soon as she give me any type of bullshit, check please.
Exactly right.
Hey, can I walk you to your car?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need an Uber? I'll wait with you for your Uber.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
It's done.
That's a fact.
Y'all niggas need to learn how to fucking end these dates.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I swear I had a 2-minute date before. Really, y'all. I told y'all this already. The bitch came in a fucking Gap sweatshirt and Uggs. I was like, no. I said, hey, I promised you a drink. You still want the drink? Because we not doing this. And she was on her angry black woman shit. I don't need no drink from you. I don't need nothing from you. I pay my own bills. I got my own car. Whatever, bitch. Take your fucking Gap sweater and your Uggs and go to fuck home. You're the worst dressed bitch in this fucking place.
Right.
You're the worst dressed bitch in this fucking place. And it was a Saturday night downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to me with a Gap sweater and Uggs, and your hair is in a fucking ponytail, bitch. You know what my shirt is? Do you smell how good I smell? Look at me.
Right.
Hey, look at you. I'm not on no date with you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas need to know when to end the fucking date. You put your arm around a chick and you be like, damn, girl, you look good. Come here, get close to me. You know what I'm saying? What you got on? That smell good. You sexy as fuck. And then she started talking that, oh my God, why are you so pressed? I don't know. I'm not there with you. Oh,
Right.
really? Hey, check, please.
Exactly right.
Oh my God, it's like that? Are you seriously ending this date? Yes, bitch. Fuck
Right.
up my face.
Like, well, I'm gonna sit here with you when you are talking about some. Oh, listen, that like no.
Like,
Fuck,
calm down. Hold your horses. What? Wait, so you came on this date because you thought I was some platonic friend zone nigga? Get the fuck out of my face.
Right.
Y'all niggas need to get that attitude. Like, we're done. Respectfully, I got nothing against you. You have every right not to be sexually attracted to me. But if you're not, we're done.
Right. Like, what would be the point of even fucking being there?
What the fuck are we got to talk about? I'm not one of these fucking PUA fuckers. I'm not one of these PUA bitch ass niggas talking about, okay, well, let's do it your way. Wait, what do you like to do? Sorry for hugging you too much. Did I invade your space? I'm sorry. I just wanted to build rapport and start. I just wanted to start the kino. I was just trying to start kino, the touch phase. But if you're not ready for that, I'll dial it back a little bit.
Right.
Here. The fuck I look like. This is how I date. I flirt. Because for me, dating is foreplay, nigga.
Exactly.
If you ain't on that type of time, you don't want to be on a date with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely don't want to be on a date with you.
Exactly.
Bro, listen, if you on a date, my nigga, you should always be this close to fucking.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Fuck are we talking about? Be ready to end the date. Yo, I want y'all to understand. Yo, let me tell you something. Even when you've been with a woman for a while, still have a backup plan, nigga. Always have a backup plan when it comes to a bitch. Are you stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of you niggas, like even shout out to BJ, that's my homie too. Because he on the masculine identity membership. But he talking about, oh, should I have done this or should I have done that? Bro, you did everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you didn't do was have a fucking backup plan.
Right.
Because here's the thing, guys. Think about it like this. If you set up a date with a chick, 7:00 on Thursday, what that really means is you actually blocked a spacing time to fuck with bitches.
Mm-hmm.
So if the bitch flake, you still gave yourself a block of time to go fuck with bitches. Take your ass downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And some bitches.
Right.
Give a fuck about the bitch that flaked. This is my block of time that I put away to put time towards meeting, attracting, and dating or whatever it is. So I'm gonna go downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Meet a couple of joints.
That's a fact.
Same shit if you even on the date. You on the date and the bitch is on some, oh my God, why are you so thirsty? Are you pressed for sex or something? Okay, date is over. Let me walk you to your car. And then I'm right back in the spot hollering at some other bitches.
Exactly.
Because that's the time bro, guys, you guys gotta block time away. Okay, I got time to go to work. I got time to go to the gym. I got time to wash my ass and clean my house. And then I put some time to holler at bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Once you give yourself an hour, you do your number of approaches, whatever you're doing, and then take your ass back to the crib if nothing is biting that night. Bro, all of this shit is real simple, bro. A lot of niggas just make it like a big fucking deal because it's bitches.
Right.
Bro, there is nothing smaller.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand that. There's nothing smaller than fucking with bitches. Fucking with bitches. Because like Locario said the other day, taking them seriously is the first mistake.
Right.
So fucking with bitches, why the you take it? Yo, she flaked, bro. I can't fucking believe this shit, bro. Damn, son. Like, I set up the time. I told her to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she flaked, nigga. Yo, that's why I don't fuck with these bitches out here, man. Word up, man. I got time for all that shit for. Get your ass out and holler at some more bitches.
Exactly.
Taking them seriously for what?
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want to say.
Right.
If she not fucking with it, boom, next bitch.
Mm-hmm. That's a That's a fact. And on that note, we got to head up out of here because we got to do the money game show in like 5 minutes. Now, listen, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, and cunninghamelements.com. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. We out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We going.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link